And joining me now is Peter Pham. He's the Vice President and Director of the Africa Center at the Atlantic Council and International Affairs think tank. Peter, Rwanda and China established ties almost half a century ago, but this is the first time a Chinese head of state has visited the country. Why now? And just want to get your thoughts on the significance of that.
Certainly, a couple of reasons. One is Rwanda has undergone a remarkable transformation in the years since the terrible genocide. This is a country that's landlocked, has a high population density, but yet it now manages to feed itself. It's become a regional hub, so its importance has increased. And currently, Rwanda's president, Paul Kagame, is serving as the chairperson of the African Union at this moment. So I think it's a propitious moment for President Xi to be visiting.
Very strategic there. More than about a dozen trade deals signed involving investment infrastructure. What stands out to you? Rwanda is already part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. Would you call this a successful visit?
Well, I think it's a successful cap on a friendship that has developed over a number of years. This is a one-off, nor is it a first meeting. So I think we have to look at it within a continuity. One of the things that one has to acknowledge that China has done in Africa in recent years that perhaps other countries have not done is taken a strategic approach to this, building slowly over time relationships which are critical to dealings with Africa, as well as addressing a very real need, the need for infrastructure.
We just saw a few moments ago that Chinese President Xi Jinping has landed in South Africa. Want to get your thoughts ahead of the next few days there with the BRICS summit and some of the other things happening.
Certainly. He comes to South Africa at a moment when President Cyril Ramaphosa is still getting his bearings. He's certainly a marked improvement over what came before him, but still a lot of things to be done. South Africa's growth rate has been anemic for most of the last 20 years, and so it's not meeting the needs of its people. What's interesting about South Africa from the strategic perspective is there's not only this meeting of South Africa, Brazil, Russia, and India and China, but there's also a budding relationship between the African National Congress, the ruling party in South Africa, and the Chinese Communist Party. They've signed memos of understanding, and so there's a collaboration not just on the state-to-state level, but also on the party-to-party level.
So what are some of your expectations for the BRICS summit?
Well, I think part of the problem with the BRICS summit, I'll be quite candid, is that the idea of a multipolar world is a very interesting idea. On the other hand, there's a certain asymmetry between the countries. There's China and India both with over 1 billion people. And then there's South Africa and Brazil, which much smaller populations. Russia with its own difficulties at the moment. So in a way, the asymmetry between the 5 countries makes a lot of the concrete programming much more difficult, much more of a challenge. Not impossible, but much more of a challenge.
And so based on what you're seeing so far of President Xi's visit to Africa, these various nations, what kind of momentum, if any, does that provide going into September's China-Africa Forum in Beijing?
Well, China has been early to the game, building up these Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, the FOCAC meetings, which have been taking place for almost 20 years now. So it's, again, building up. It's not one-offs. That's the key lesson to take away strategically from engagement with Africa. Nothing can be a one-off. Africans are not without agency. They understand that one has to build relationships. And this is really a message, not just to Africa's current partners, but for other countries that want to be in on Africa. Africa, I believe, is very much the continent of tomorrow. But in order to be there tomorrow, you have to be in there today.
And China has been there for quite a long time already.
Yes.
Peter Pham, thank you for your time.
Thank you.